Welcome to the Eli Sports Network and Centralia College Blazer Athletics. It's time for some exciting Blazer action, and we begin it all with the pregame show. Let's head out to the stadium and get set for exciting action with the Blazer pregame show on the Eli Sports Network.
And good evening and welcome to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here as we've had a taste of some Centralia Blazer basketball. In December we had the women's tournament here, the college women's tournament. And now we have the regular season and when it counts here intact here as we get ready to get serious with college basketball here in the NWAC, and Centralia hosting Lower Columbia, the Lady Red Devils. Let's take a look at the standings in the West. Grays Harbor and Highline and Pierce are all 1-0. The South Puget Sound is 1-1. Lower Columbia, no record yet in the league. This is their first league match or conference match. Centralia is 0-1. Green River, Tacoma also 0-1. Overall, Lower Columbia is 10-6, and Centralia is 7-7. Is everything okay? Okay, everything that Tony is working on a couple of things here, and will be joining us here in just a second. But we have obviously, again, seen Centralia in that Holiday Classic where they took on some pretty good teams. And let's see when the Blazer Classic, yeah, they took on the Centralia Crossover. That's what when we saw. They took on Walla Walla, one of the stronger teams in the NWAC. And in fact, Walla Walla is 14-1 overall and only lost to them 59-47. Then came back to beat Peninsula and Mount Hood in that crossover for to go 2-1 in that one. It was a pretty good showing for them there. Since then, they've lost a couple of games at the Holiday Classic. Not sure where it was. I think it was down south somewhere. And then they lost a game at Bellevue, and they lost a heartbreaker here, Tony, at Grays Harbor, 59-58. Their first conference game. That's a tough one to take on the chin on the road. That would have been great to pull that one out. But instead they end up a point short, and now looking to bounce back here against a strong LCC team.
Yeah, looking to come back, and that's one of those things that for Centralia, we did that holiday tournament for the crossover tournament for them. They didn't have all their players available. Devaney Kleemeyer is back. She's going to get the start in this game, so that's going to help out a lot for the for the Blazers because she gives them depth. She's an active player that can get up and down the floor. Her and Kylie Smith can work very well together. Joni Lancaster running the point, not her natural position, but she does a good job at it. So Centralia, they're still trying to form and come together and bond as a team still because they've been missing pieces throughout the season and still trying to work people in.
Yeah, no question about it. Against, and try to get that cohesiveness going. Taking a look at LCC, their last game, they were up at Peninsula, and they did get the win there, 76-67 in Peninsula. We saw that was a team decimated by injuries. They were down to literally 5.5 players at the end of that Holiday Classic. Talking to one of the broadcasters for KLLG that's up here from Kelso, following them, says, yeah, they got a lot of those, some of those hurt players are back. And they said they played really well. So it's good for Peninsula. Glad to see that they're able to bounce back. But they are coming off of 2 wins in a row. They had a win versus Portland, 77-44, and then 76-67 at Peninsula. I would have thought that would have been, maybe that's not a conference game. Nope, it's not. And so this will be their first conference game here against Centralia. They ran up a bunch of wins early on, and just trying to take a look to see if there's any. It doesn't look like there's any common opponents other than Peninsula, a team that both had won, and of course Centralia handled them pretty easily. Well, they handled them 65-55, And I think we're going to have the national anthem is coming up and then the starters. So we'll be back with the starting lineups and tip-off. Centralia College and LCC here on the Eli Sports Network.
The Centralia College pregame show is a wrap, and it's time to start things off. Up next, live play-by-play Blazer action is on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off Exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off Exit 79 and now a second location off Exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
The teams are set, the referees in place, and the fans on the edge of their seats. So let's get started with live Blazer action on now.
And welcome back to Centralia College here at Michael Smith Gymnasium as we get set for introductions. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here on the Eli Sports Network. And again, we are excited to partner with Centralia College and bringing you I believe we have a lineup of 7 conference games coming your way, and the way it sets up, Tony, it looks like if any of either team can get to the postseason, that's after state high school basketball, so we'll go along with them.
Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
It'd be really fun to do some playoff basketball college from the colleges. It'd be better competition, not better because WF West is an amazing team from the area, but it's really good competition.
Yeah.
And those are always fun games to do.
I think you could still say better.
Yeah.
I still think, the NWAC community college level is still better than a 2A high school. I'm going to go ahead and say
it. Probably.
All right, let's run down the starters here for the Lady Red Devils. Shayna Dotson, a 5'11 sophomore from Adna. Tawana Abbott, a 5'11 sophomore from Walua, Hawaii. Madison Cruz, a 5'8 sophomore from Centralia. Haley Niles, a 6'4 sophomore from Olympia. And Sharita Daughtery, a 6'2 sophomore from Vancouver.
I believe she went to Prairie.
I think so, too. Head coach is Chad Meters, assisted by Lucas Myers and Sean Dotson, the athletic director, Kirk Rowland. For Centralia, the Lady Blazers, Kayla Howard, a 5'7 sophomore from Buckley. That's White River. Devaney Kleemeyer, a 5'9 freshman from Winlock. Kylie Smith, a 6-foot sophomore from Battleground. Joni Lancaster, a 5'7 freshman from Rochester. And Isabella Elwood, 5'9 freshman from Adna. Head coach Caleb Sells, assisted by Joe Milton, Kerry Adams, and Lauren Fisher. There's a tip that'll go LCC's way. And taking it out on top will be Doherty. Doherty will work it to the right side. Now swing it back to the left side to Madison Cruz down low. Haley Niles swings it right side. Over to Dotson, and Dotson will get fouled and go to the line for 2.
That's going to be a quick foul on Kylie Smith.
10-minute quarters here.
Smith, who comes in averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds a game. It's going to be a big part of this offense. Has to be.
And she'll get that first one to go down. Second shot up and good. Knocks them both down. 2-0 score. Lady Red Devils get it to midcourt. That's going to be Howard with it. Over the right side to Lancaster. Cross-court pass, left side. That's Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer on the drive inside and good.
And that's what Devaney Kleemeyer adds to this team. She's a drive to the basket, get through the lane type of player.
That comes to LCC down low. Niles takes a dribble and spots up instead of just going to the rack. Interesting there, Tony.
She had a nice shot, though.
Yeah. Got it to work. Back comes Lancaster in the front court. A little bumping in the back court, but no call. They'll get it top of the key. Over to Kylie Smith. Back to Lancaster. Left corner it goes to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer from the outside. In and out, won't go. Long rebound. Grabbed there by Doherty. Trying to get it down to Niles. Ball turned over. Back it goes to the Blazers. And here comes Lancaster. Looking for a give and go there with Smith. And instead we'll have the ball go out of bounds and back over to LCC. So Doherty will bring it up for the Red Devils. No pressure in the backcourt. Work it to the left side. Out on top to Abbott. Back to Doherty, swings it left side over to Dotson. Back to Abbott. On the drive, here comes Cruz, Madison. Now we'll back off, back inside to Abbott, breaks away, able to knock down the bucket.
Tawana Abbott inside, nice positioning, but that was a good pass to get her loose inside.
Lancaster dropped the ball, and that'll be scooped up, and Dotson will finish it off. An easy lay-in to make it 8-2 early on here. And we'll see it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. But some mistakes here, a little self-made mistake here. Giving the upper hand right now to LCC as they jump out to an 8-2 lead.
Yeah, it's Centralia not really putting on a press. They're letting them walk up the floor, get position, and a lot of movement from LCC is getting them open. And those little jump shots that they were doing, now it opens up somebody to go driving to the basket. Centralia needs to come out a little bit stronger, play a little better defense on the outside, and force players to move a little bit better. And the transition game needs to be a little better as well.
All right. Here comes the Blazers. Lancaster will get it in the front court. She'll set the offense, top of the key. Down low it goes, up with a shot, lost the handle on it. Was Elwood. And the ball comes back the other way. Trying to get it down low. Abbott will lay it up and good and get it to roll through once again.
She averages 15 points and 7 rebounds a game. Does Tawana Abbott.
So a little 8-0 run here for the Red Devils. Now Centralia looking to bounce back here. And Smith will get it cross court, and a foul going to be called as Smith is mugged. That's going to be on Abbott.
It's the first foul on LCC.
Yep. Kylie Smith will take it out of bounds, get it into Lancaster out near the center circle, and she'll set the offense. Back to Smith. Kylie backs down, falls down, ball loose, ends up in the hands of Cruz. She'll get it up to Abbott, and she'll lay it in for 2.
And Abbott just making her way down the floor and getting rewarded for being in the right place at the right time. Good positioning by her.
Going to be some substitutions for the Blazers here.
Connolly and Claybrooks, Majesty Claybrooks and Jamie Connolly will check in.
As the Blazers look for a combination that can get some points on the board, quickly trailing by 10.
Kenya Lorton checks in for LCC. Out goes Tawana Abbott. Lorton comes in averaging almost 12 points a game.
Trying to get it down low, rebound, put back up, won't go again for Howard. And an offensive, well, they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Centralia and back over to LCC.
Holbrooks tried to tap it to herself and was standing on the baseline.
So into front court, here comes Doherty. Right side, Lorton launches a three, no good. Ball ripped by Claybrooks. She'll get it up to Lancaster between defenders to the rack, lay it up, won't go. And a rebound, Doherty going the other way, quickly up. Niles will lay it up and good. And it's 14-2. The Blazers just can't find any offense here early on. 5:47 to go in the first quarter. We'll work it down. Smith will go up. She's hacked.
She's going to be fouled by Dotson.
So they scored at the 9:25 mark. It's now the 5:40 mark, Tony. So it's been about 4 minutes.
Devaney Kleemeyer, the only player with some points. She hit the 2-point bucket, and that's it for the Blazers.
First free throw is up and good.
And Zoni Wheeler will check in
from Port Angeles.
LCC.
Haley Niles will come out. Second shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Lorton. Here comes LCC. Right corner, Lorton fires and hits.
Well, that should be interesting as the game goes on. If Devaney Kleemeyer comes in, her and Kenya Lorton went to high school together. They played on a soccer team together for a very long time, played all their sports together, and now they're opponents.
Yeah. Ball almost picked. A shot by Howard from the outside. That won't go. Claybrooks with a nice rebound in the lane. Tries to get up a shot. Won't go. No white jerseys under there. All red. And back comes LCC, the Red Devils. In the front court. Here's Doherty. Wrapping around, trying to get it to Wheeler. And that's off her hands and out of bounds. And back it goes to the Blazers. Checking back in for the Lady Red Devils is Tawana Abbott.
Out goes Dotson.
So here comes Lancaster. Had the ball tipped away. She'll get it in backcourt and get it back into front court. Right side it goes over to Howard. Out on top. Smith for three. That's off. And the Blazers just can't get a bucket to go. Back come the Red Devils. Left side. Over to Cruz. Back over to Lorton for three, and she hits.
Same spot, same result.
And it's 20-2. It'll be a full timeout. Blazers.
20-3.
20-3. Sorry about that. Get all the points they can at this point. We'll take a quick timeout and see if the Blazers can get something going. Back in a moment.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
And we are back here at Watterson Court, Michael Smith Gymnasium at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. And the Centralia Lady Blazers on the wrong end of a 20-3 score early on in the first quarter. about halfway through the first quarter, I should say, with 4:16 left to play. Kylie Smith out on top it goes. Now back to Howard, I should say. Now down to Smith, trying to work it into Claybrooks. Turnaround jumper won't go. Majesty backs down again, puts up a shot, won't go. Smith with a putback. 3 tries and can't get it to go down. Back comes LCC.
The whole time, Jamie Conley standing wide open all alone on the perimeter.
And another shot from the outside, this time from Cruz, no good, and Centralia with a rebound. Here comes Lancaster. And on top to Cruz. I should say underneath to Claybrooks, and again can't get the shot to go.
They're getting chances, they're just not converting.
They'll get it inside to Abbott. She won't miss.
She's got 8 points in the quarter.
Back comes Lancaster to Smith. Down low, Claybrooks hesitates. Gets the shot up, won't go, but she'll go to the line for 2. And you can see Coach Sells saying, don't hesitate, go right to the rack.
Wheeler will pick up the foul.
Let's see if Majesty can knock these 2 down now. And it won't matter. First one up and good. Coming back in, Shayna Dotson.
Out goes Cruz.
Second shot here for Claybrooks. Up and good. So she got the 2 points anyway. Good for Majesty. Making it 22-5.
Kleemeyer gets up to check in, next dead ball.
Right side it goes to Dotson. Left side, Lorton drives up, little floater, won't go. Loose ball going to be grabbed there by Jamie Connolly from Yelm. Back to Lancaster in the front court. Back to Connolly out on top of the key, looking to drive, lost the ball, over to Smith. Smith just tries to put up a shot, a little wraparound, no good. Wheeler with a rebound. Gets it back to Doherty, swings it, Dotson for 3, that's off the mark. Rebound ripped by Majesty. And here comes Lancaster. And Lancaster stepped on the foot of Dotson and slipped, and that caused her to travel. An odd play there. And both are okay. You're lucky that neither one of them twisted up their ankle on that.
That's one of those that it ends up being a nagging injury, a turned ankle or something, but they both walk it off.
Yep. Back comes LCC out on top to Doherty. Left side, Lorton thought about a 3. Instead, will try to feed it inside to Niles and through her hand, and Smith will take it. With the ball, Kleemeyer on the drive. Can't get it to go again. Nothing falling for the Blazers.
Just nothing going.
Lorton on a breakaway will do just that. Break away, lay it up and good.
And they're just like the opposite, the other end, Centralia. Nothing's falling, and anything that LCC puts up goes right in.
Again, another inside shot by Kylie Smith going nowhere. This time the ball gets thrown away. And Centralia will now send in Kayla Howard and Isabella Elwood.
Cruz will check back in for LCC for Wheeler. Also checking in is going to be Nina Bailey for the Lady Red Devils.
From Vancouver. We'll get the ball into Connolly. Foul going to be called
on Bailey.
And check that is Kayla Howard.
That's the 4th team foul on Lower Columbia.
And Howard will have the ball. Get in the front court. Right side, over it goes to Elwood. Lost ball into the hands of Niles. Back to Cruz. She'll launch a shot up, no good. Good inside position. by Elwood with a rebound. Back comes Howard, who gets knocked down, but dribbles her way through it, needs some help. And trying to get it down to Claybrooks, who'll scoop up the loose ball and then throw it away to Lorton. Lorton on the drive will have a foul call.
That's going to be on Kleemeyer. Her first, only the second team foul on the Blazers.
Trying to work it in down low, ball taken away by Kleemeyer. They'll get it back to Howard. Howard will bring it up. Howard going to back down. We'll get it to Claybrooks on a little wraparound, and Majesty will get the shot to go with 15 seconds to go. And maybe be able to end the quarter with a little bit of momentum. Lorton, though, is going to try and make him pay for leaving her open, and she does. At the buzzer. Knocks it down.
She had 11 points in the first quarter, does Kenya Lorton.
27-7, a 20-point lead for the Lower Columbia Red Devils. We'll take a timeout, back with the second quarter next here on the Eli Sports Network.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
Welcome back to Michael Smith Gymnasium. Tony Doggley with Paul Beatty here. Centralia College trails Lower Columbia 27-7 going into the second quarter. Not from lack of trying. The Blazers have had shots inside, just nothing falling. See if they can't get off to a better start here in the second quarter. Elwood into Lancaster. Joni. Over it goes to Elwood. Trying to go down low to Smith. Stolen and Shrita Dartry. Down the floor. Gets it over to Niles. Niles kicks back out to Shrita. And she'll reset. Gets it over to Kenya Lorton. Lorton will back out. Lorton has been impressive off the bench so far. Gets it out to Maddie Cruz. Cruz. Back out to Niles. Back to Cruz. Cross court. Daughtry. Baseline, and there's going to be a blocking foul on Elwood, trying to cut off that path to the baseline. Connolly checks in for Elwood for the Blazers. Ball comes in for the Red Devils. Swings around to Lorton. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it across to Cruz. Back to Lorton. Catch and shoot three. Good. Kenya Lorton. Fourth made three. She averages 12 points a game. She's already got 14. Lancaster.
30-7.
Kick out to Kleemeyer. Devaney. Looking to go outside. They'll swing it around to Howard. Michaela Howard gets stripped by Daughtry. Daughtry. Up the floor it goes, and off the glass, count the bucket for Haley Niles. Niles gets the floater to go.
Wow.
And that is one of those nights.
Yep.
Niles with 6 points, trying to make it 7 here from the free throw line. Shot is up and good, hits it. She's got 7.
Makes it 33-7.
Joni Lancaster into the front court. Looking to drive. Picks up her dribble, needs help, goes out to Howard. Howard will drive. Fakes the pass outside and hits the layup.
Nice shot there by
Kayla Howard. Nice drive to the bucket. Daughtery over to Cruz to the corner. Going baseline cross-court pass to Lorton. Can't catch it clean. Picks up her dribble. Needs help. Gets it out to Daughtery over to Cruz. They're trying to go to the outside to Niles. And there's a steal by Lancaster. Lancaster up the floor. Gets stripped by Cruz. But Lancaster pulls the ball away and is able to hit the bucket. 33-11 now.
You just want to get on any kind of roll you can.
Just start to chip away. There's a ball thrown away by Daughtery. Abbott will check in now for LCC, the Red Devils. See who's checking out. That'll be Kenya Lorton taking a seat. Kleemeyer looking to get it in to Lancaster. Joni into the front court. Down low to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer gets position, can't hit the layup, goes right back up and does this time. Devaney Kleemeyer down low, cleaning up her own miss. And Daughtery into the front court as Centralia starts to slow things down. Almost settle down into their offense. Daughtery out 3 ball, and there's going to be no shot. And it looks like Kleemeyer might have picked up a foul down below before the shot was taken. Double foul on Kleemeyer. And that's going to be on Abbott. So both of them will pick up a second foul. Wheeler
Elwood is going to come in for Kleemeyer.
Wheeler will check in for Niles for LCC. Stays with the Red Devils. Daughtery to Abbott to Wheeler. She'll take the 3. No good. Down below, but Cruz comes out of the pack with the ball. Reset of the shot clock for LCC. Cruz to the corner. Inside to Abbott. Off the glass and good. Abbott has been so solid inside. 10 points for her. Lancaster up the floor. Lancaster gets into the front court. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Smith. Smith will drive. Off the glass, no good. Cleaned it up by Elwood, no good. Smith, rebound, put back. She'll go to the line shooting 2. And that might be a 3rd foul on Abbott. And that is the 3rd foul on Tawana Abbott. Smith to the line shooting 2.
Gotta make these.
Up and good.
It's the first one.
She's 2 of 3 from the line, and that's her only points of the game for someone that averages 17 points. Leading scorer for the team. Shot is up and good.
All right, maybe that'll spring her free here a little bit.
20-point game.
35-15. Timeout going to be called.
30-second timeout going to be called. 6:30 to go in the first half. 35-15. LCC leads the Centralia College Blazers. And so far, they've been doing it outside with Kenya Lorton and doing it inside with Tawana Abbott and Haley Niles have the LCC Red Devils. Centralia starting to slow things down, starting to get into an offensive rhythm, and those shots that weren't falling early are now starting to do something really good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, when you're down this far so quickly, all you can worry about, Tony, is to try to, chip away at that deficit. You can't worry about the second half at this point. You got 6.5 minutes. Try to get within 10. See if you can pick up 10 points on it.
You're trying to improve each quarter, and they already have. They have 8 points this quarter. They scored 7 all of last quarter, and there's still 6.5 minutes to go. Wheeler for 3, no good. and Elwood comes down with the rebound.
Defense has certainly picked up.
Yeah, the transition game has definitely stopped for LCC. Lancaster gets the ball out to Howard. Kayla Howard to Elwood down below. Wheeler all over. Elwood back to Lancaster. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Lancaster pointing directions. Daughtery all over. A backdoor pass to Howard. Off the glass and no good. Wheeler comes down with it. And it looks like Howard might have hit her head on the floor.
She went down hard. Will get helped up by the
She'll get up.
Players.
Walk it off. Ponytail helped. That was a jump ball.
So possession goes over to the Red Devils.
Sharita Daughtery will bring the ball up the floor. Sharita into the front court. Cruz pointing directions. To the corner, to Lorton. Down low to Wheeler, but tapped away by Smith. Kylie Smith gets a hand in there. Lancaster into the front court. Smith sets a screen. She was trying to pick and roll. Ball will go out to Elwood instead. Elwood down low to Smith. Daughtery got there. Smith up and over and good. Gets her first field goal of the game. 35-17. Sharita Daughtery into the front court. Pass over to Dotson. Cross court to Daughtery. Driving, nice drive, but couldn't get the finish with Shanna Dotson. And it'll come down to Smith. She'll get it over to Lancaster quickly. Joni stripped. She'll keep the ball alive, gets a screen from Elwood, and she'll drive to the basket off the glass, and no good. Dotson got a piece of it. Cruz into the front court quickly. Maddie Cruz, ball slapped away by Howard. Kayla Howard spins in the lane, blocked by Dotson. Back out to Cruz. Lots of contact, and they're letting it go.
Lots of contact there. Should have been a foul called.
Cruz to the outside, to the corner to Lorton. Lorton circles. Inside, looking to go inside. Cruz will launch the three instead from the outside. Barely grazes rim. And Elwood
with a nice reception
will hand it off to Lancaster. Lancaster gets it out to Elwood. Back to Lancaster. And they'll swing it around the perimeter. Elwood inside pass to Smith. High, no good. Gets the rebound though. Kick out to Connolly. Connolly back to Lancaster with 6 seconds. Down low to Smith. Smith one-on-one to Connolly for three. Good for Jamie Connolly.
At the buzzer.
And it's a 15-point lead. They're starting to chip away. That's all you want to do.
Big shot for Connolly there, and the Blazers trying to get back in this.
Daughtery inside to Wheeler. Wheeler kick back out to Lorton. Lorton will drive, kick out. Daughtery, Sharita for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought in by Cruz. Maddie Cruz over the head of Daughtery. No, wow, how'd she make that catch? Lorton for three. Off the mark. And that'll go out of bounds, back over to the Blazers.
Majesty Claybrook's going to check back in for Centralia, along with for LCC, Nina Bailey, and Haley Niles is back in. I go at Haley Niles.
I would go right. She looks like she's a little winded, and Claybrooks has some fresh legs. Elwood goes out. Lancaster into the front court.
A lot of bumping again.
Hand off to Howard. Claybrooks sets a screen, and Howard is going to be fouled, it looks like, by Niles. That is on Niles. That's her first.
Her first 13th foul.
Lancaster. Head fakes, gets it over to Claybrooks, goes right at Niles, off the glass and good. Nice soft touch from Majesty Claybrooks.
And now some of those shots are starting to fall for the Blazers.
Dotson attacks, goes down, misses that layup. Up the floor to Connolly, down low to Claybrooks, goes right by Niles, but Niles goes down, picked up. There's a kick ball by Bailey. It'll stay with the Blazers. And
so I was wondering what the coach there for
Meters
LCC was talking to
was wanting a foul call on the one down the floor, And Centralia is, no, we got fouled twice. There's a nice block by Niles going right at her.
Yeah, you're ahead in the foul department here.
Niles with a nice block in the paint. Over it goes to Lorton. Kenya. Cross court to Dodson. Shot. Niles, good.
It's a good shot there by Niles.
She got 9 points. 2 minutes to go. Lancaster in the front court. Out to Smith. Smith's ball is slapped away, but goes right to Lancaster. Cross court to Howard. Wanted to launch the 3, but Bailey will get there first. Down low it goes, and Majesty Claybrooks.
She's starting to heat up in the key there.
Starting to feel it. She's got 8 points. And it's 37-24. Centralia starting to make a pretty good run here. To the corner. To Bailey. Out to Daughtery. Back to Bailey. Bailey looking inside cross court to Lorton. Good closeout that time by Lancaster. Daughtery for 3. And that time she hits.
I think you'd go ahead and let her shoot those, though, Tony. If she ends up beating you from way out there, then, you know.
That's her first 3 points of the game.
Exactly. I'm not too worried about that.
You got to pick your poison, and so far, she's been the one that's been cold. Out goes to Majesty Claybrooks. Overthrows Kylie Smith down below.
Good idea, Coach Sell says. I love the idea. Your guys are close.
1 minute left in the first half. 40-24. LCC with the lead. Sharita Daughtery with it. Down low to Niles, and she'll travel. She wanted to take a shot. They closed out strong, and the ball will go back over to the Blazers. Lancaster will bring it up the floor. Joni gets the play. Ball goes to Connolly. Connolly out to Lancaster to Howard. Howard wanted the 3, but a great closeout by Nina Bailey. Connolly with it. Cross court to Howard. That time she will launch the 3, and she'll go to the line shooting 3 as Bailey closed out strong again. Howard put it up. She'll go to the line going for 3 shots.
She almost got that one to go as well. Just off the front iron.
Kayla Howard with 2 points. Trying to improve on that. First shot is up and good.
It's a good start.
She can take this to a 13-point lead. Missed that one. She'll have another shot. This is the last 2.
Yeah.
It's a 15-point lead. And LCC can almost hold for the last shot. Not quite. 20 seconds to go in the half. They can hold for basically 0.3 seconds.
Yep. Well, then the shot's going to take care of that.
9 seconds. Daughtery drags the pivot foot.
Yeah, traveled all over the floor.
And off the glass and good is Dotson. No shot to end it, and it's 42-25. LCC with a lead on the Centralia Blazers. We'll be back with the halftime show here on the Eli Sports Network.
Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College. Then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
It's time for a break as the Centralia Blazers head to the locker room to talk things over. We are also going to talk things over with the halftime show. Let's head back to the stadium for stats and highlights here on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to Centralia College here. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila, and it's 42-25, a 17-point difference. Tony, not exactly what you would hope for if you're a Blazer fan. 27-7 was the difference after one. A 20-point difference in the game. You picked up 3 only in the second quarter, but it was a really good second quarter, and that's what you have to concentrate. That's what you have to really stress to build on here. You scored 18 in that second quarter compared to 7 in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's all you really want is keep on improving, keep on getting better each quarter, chip away at a lead, and hope you're close at the end. But when you go down that much, that's when you can calm down. Okay, we had a bad start, wipe that away. Let's just run our offense, do what we do, play our game. Don't try to run and gun with them. Let's work the ball up the floor, pass, and get the people involved that need to get involved. Kylie Smith got involved late. Majesty Claybrooks came in and did a lot of work inside because that's what Lower Columbia did early on, is they just stayed inside. Tawana Abbott was killing them inside.
Yeah.
And then on the outside, Kenya Lorton, so that's one of those that you don't predict. But they started hitting those inside shots, did the Centralia Blazers.
Yeah, no question about it. But again, it's the shots that they just couldn't get to go down in the first. Even if you hit 5 or 6 of those, it's maybe that's too many. If you hit 2 or 3 of those, that's 4, 6, 8 points difference. And you just add that on, and you're more in the game than you are being down by 17. They can still get back into this clearly if they continue to play like they do in the second. And then having, I think a travel not called and a foul not called at the other end, and that left open a last-second shot. It really should be a 14-point difference, except for that last-second three-point shot.
It should be, but there were a lot of misses, and that's not anything that you can really blame on just one couple of plays. 7-point quarter is going to bring you down a little bit, but they were able to calm down, as we said, and get some shots going in.
Yeah, no question about that. We've got scoring still to get to here on the halftime show. And we're hoping at some point maybe one of the things that we want to do again with our new partnership with Centralia College is to try to bring some of the historical facts. For instance, it's called Michael Smith Gymnasium. We're working with the athletic office to get us information on the background of that. It's Watterson Court and some of the other things around to give a little perspective on Centralia College and how all this got here, and there's quite a history here, to say the least. The Blazers are part of the Northwest Athletic Conference called the NWAC, and in their western region, you've got Centralia, Lower Columbia, Grays Harbor, Clark College, Highline, Green River, Tacoma, TCC, Pierce College, and SPSCC. And again, we will have, I think, six or seven of these games, including tonight, for you here on our Blazer broadcast. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Tony will have the halftime numbers and the halftime stats here on the Eli Sports Network.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career? Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. 42-25 is our halftime score. LCC leading Centralia College. And Tony, you got the halftime numbers.
That I do. Let's go with the Centralia Blazers first. Their leading scorer is Majesty Claybrooks with 8 points. She's also got 4 rebounds to go in there as well. Jamie Connolly has 3. Isabella Elwood has 5 rebounds. Joni Lancaster 2 points. Kylie Smith 5 points, 5 rebounds for her. And Devney Kleemeyer 4 points. Kayla Howard has 3. The Lower Columbia Red Devils, their leading scorer is Kenya Lorton off the bench with 14 points. Sharita Daughtery has 3. Haley Niles has 7. Tawana Abbott has 10. And Shania Dotson has 8 for the Red Devils. Nazoni Wheeler, leading rebounder, 4 rebounds for her. Cruz, Niles, and Daughtery, each with 3 rebounds. Niles, 2 blocks in that first half. The big thing I'm seeing, defensive rebounds for Lower Columbia. They're tied in rebounds, 18 apiece for both sides. But defensive rebounds for Lower Columbia, they have 16 of their 18 total rebounds on the defensive end. So they're taking shots, but they're not needing to they're making a lot of their shots. Right. They're not getting offensive rebounds.
Yeah, exactly. And the flip side is that that also is telling you that Centralia, especially in that first quarter, they're only getting one opportunity at it. There were a couple of possessions in that second quarter where they actually got 2 or 3 offensive rebounds out of possession and ended up with no points. So those are the things that no doubt Coach Caleb Sells is talking to his team about, and they're just now getting back out on the court.
Yeah, and the other thing, our percentages, field goal percentage, 58% for Lower Columbia, 27% for the half for Centralia. That has to improve. When you go 9 of 33, that is not a good thing that you want to see for field goals.
No question about it. And so that needs to step up, and so does, their continued good defense that they showed in that second quarter. And one of the things that they really did is they got a hand out there in the face of Lorton, who was hotter than a pistol from behind the arc.
Yeah, they moved her off of the perimeter, made her become more of a distributor. They weren't going to let her keep on firing away. Jamie Cruz hit a 3, and so did Daughtery, but that's a risk you're going to take. Once Lorton got hot, you got to shut her down, and that's exactly what they did. They made her start going to the basket and got her off the three-point line.
All right, that is going to do it for the halftime show. I should remind you that coming up after the game will be our post-game show. And don't forget, our Awards West Printwares Players of the Game. We'll announce those after the ball game as well. But until then, we'll be back after this with more. The third quarter is next with LCC leading Centralia College 42-25.
The Centralia College pregame show is a wrap, and it's time to start things off. Up next, live play-by-play Blazer action is on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Michael Smith Gymnasium. Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here. Blazers and the LCC Red Devils coming out of halftime. LCC with a 42-25 lead. Blazers going to come out and try to right this ship. Kayla Howard, Joni Lancaster, Devaney Kleemeyer, Kylie Smith, and Majesty Claybrooks, the starting five for the college here in Centralia. Shania Dotson, Tawana Abbott, Madison Cruz, Haley Niles, and Sharita Daughtery on the floor for LCC, and they throw the ball away to start it off, so it'll come back to the Blazers. Lancaster.
Blazers will take it.
Into the front court. Joni picks up her dribble. Had Claybrooks. She'll go out to Howard instead. Kayla Howard. Back out to Lancaster. Going to restart the offense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Howard, who will drive. Kayla got away with a walk. Lancaster will take the three straight away off the back iron. Claybrooks taps it up and then runs the ball down. Back out to Lancaster and reset of the shot clock. Lancaster looking to drive. Tried to kick it out to Kleemeyer, but picking that off is Abbott, and Abbott will go up, misses the shot, followed up and didn't miss it was Dotson.
No one really hustling down other than LCC players there.
Kleemeyer did a good job of staying with it, but she threw a hand in the face, did her job. Claybrook spins in the lane and keeps her hot streak going. She's got 10 points in the game.
That's a really nice move by Claybrooks, too.
Down low Niles, out to Cruz. Daughtery open for three. Off the mark. Smith with the rebound.
Like I said, she's only hit one of those. I'll let her shoot that the rest of the night. Not, I'll make sure they don't score inside.
Yeah, you can take away all of the inside and let them fire away from the outside. Claybrooks looking to drive. Majesty gets blocked by Niles, and no, she'll be fouled by Niles.
Yep, Niles didn't like the call, but she came down and all the way through.
That Daughtery was one of two from behind the arc in the first half. Niles picks up her second, and Claybrooks back to the free throw line, shooting two. Up and can't get the ball to roll over. Her first miss from the free throw line. Shot is up and good, hits the back end. 44-28. The lead for LCC. Cruz inside to Niles, back out to Cruz, open for three, and Maddie will hit it. Her first points of the game, a three from the corner. Lancaster into the front court. Lancaster, they'll keep it alive, and that ball will go out off of Centralia.
Lancaster can't believe it. She let it go out because she thought it was off a
She thought she got
Red
stripped.
Devil.
Daughtery will bring it up the floor. Into the front court. Picked up by Lancaster. She'll get a screen from Abbott. Kicks out Abbott for three. Good.
Wow.
Tawana Abbott. And she's got 13 in the game now. There's a collision by a couple of LCC teammates. And there's a steal by Niles on Howard. Cruz will bring the ball into the front court. Cruz gets it across. Abbott out to Daughtery for three, and she hits that one. Sharita. And it's 53-28. The Blazers, slow start to the third quarter.
Much like the first quarter.
And LCC comes out firing 11 points
11
in
to 3, yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah, that's rough here for Centralia, and Coach Sells trying to get his players refocused here. And now they're going to have to be, like I said, let them shoot outside until they start making them. Well, they're making them, but 3 different players have made them. So it's not like you can focus in on one of them.
Yeah, you can't just let them all fire away from the outside. You got to run them off the perimeter, but that opens up the inside, and Abbott and Niles have been doing a great job inside. You got to pick your poison. Lancaster up the floor. Lots of body on her.
Yeah.
Cross court to Kleemeyer. She'll take the three, short of everything. Howard will keep it in play.
Nice job by Kylie.
Gets it down to Claybrooks, and she'll be fouled by Niles. That's number 3 on Haley. That's her third. Lancaster into Kleemeyer, over to Smith, and she'll lose the ball. Keeps it from going to being over and back. And Smith circles the outside. Step under, and she'll travel. Trying to go Euro step. was still rocking when she went. Daughtery up the floor. Inside to Abbott, goes right at Smith, and Smith will foul her, and Abbott will go to the line shooting 2. And that's her second foul. Abbott, first trip to the free throw line. First shot is up and good. She got 14 points. Shot is up and no good on the second one, and that's tapped out by Dotson. Lorton will check in for Niles with a 54-28 lead. Kylie Smith picks up her dribble. Claybrooks into Howard, back out to Lancaster. Joni to Smith, trying to go down low to Claybrooks, and she will. And there's 3 in the key on Claybrooks.
You gotta at least make the attempt to move in and out of there, and Majesty just got stuck.
She was expecting a pass earlier, and they weren't going to her. Daughtery to Lorton in the corner. Claybrooks, good closeout. Lorton with a floater, no good. Abbott trying to get the rebound, and I think that's going to be on Abbott.
Yeah.
That's her 4th. So Taiwana will pick up her 4th foul, and Mazzoni Wheeler will check in. Smith trying to get into the front court. She will, but the ball will be slapped away by Lorton. Ball comes in to Joni Lancaster. Cruz will pick her up on the outside. Lancaster gets a screen from Smith. Out to Claybrooks, trying to go down low to Smith, overthrows her, and that ball will go right into the hands of Maddie Cruz. Cruz into the front court. Ball slapped up by Smith. Cruz and Howard wrestle for it, and there's a jump ball.
Yeah, that'll be over to the Blazers.
Smith goes to Lancaster. Joni gets into the front court. Howard in the corner. Looking to drive outside. Kleemeyer was wide open. Howard looking to drive. She'll get stripped going inside. Ball slapped out of there. Daughtery to Lorton for 3. Lorton off the mark, no good. Claybrooks with the rebound. Handoff to Lancaster. 54-28, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. LCC with the lead. Wraparound pass to Claybrooks is low, and there's a jump ball possession over to the Red Devils.
So again, sloppy play here, but neither team has scored for quite some time. Last bucket was at the 7:09 mark. It's 5:02 left to go. It's been well over 2 minutes since either side has put a point in the bucket.
LCC with it. Daughtery sets a good screen from Wheeler. Nobody told Lancaster, and Wheeler launches a 3. Lancaster got leveled.
That's the 4th 3 in this quarter for LCC.
Lancaster gets stripped by Lorton. Lorton up the floor to Dotson. Dotson fouled by Smith. Kylie Smith just picked up her 3rd foul, but she wasn't going to give her an easy bucket.
Yep, that was a good hard foul.
Dotson to the line for 2. Dotson, first shot is up and good. Back to a 30-point lead. They get 31 as Dotson hits them both, and she's got 10 points for the game. Lancaster gets it over to Smith. Smith trying to get it into the front court. She will. Gets it over to Kleemeyer. Devaney Crossover. Claybrooks. Howard all alone, and Daughtery will try to run it down. Tapped away, and that'll go over to Centralia. But that's good hustle by Sharita Daughtery. Smith.
Red Devils coach for staff are applauding the hustle.
Into the front court goes Smith. Howard for three. Kayla Howard finally lets loose. Wide open, and she hits that three. And now the Red Devils going to slow things down. They'll kick it out to Cruz. Cruz to Daughtery, to Lorton for three in the corner. Answer for Lorton. Her fifth made three of the game. Over it goes to Smith. Smith needs help, picks up her dribble, kicks over to Lancaster. Lancaster drives, and Daughtery will foul her. It'll either be Daughtery or Lorton. Lancaster will go to the line shooting two. That'll be on Lorton. That's her first. Lancaster.
2 shots here.
Get 2 shots. She's got 2 points for the game. No good on the front end. Connolly.
And Elwood.
And Elwood, Claybrooks, and Kleemeyer check out. Second shot is up and good. Hits the back end. 62-30. 32 the score.
Yep.
Cruz inside. Dotson out to Wheeler for three and good.
Wow.
Nazoni Wheeler feeling it from the outside. Her second made three of the quarter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the quarter for LCC.
Ball into Elwood, slapped away but picked up by Dotson, up to Sharita Daughtery. Lorton pump fakes on the three. Connolly pressures her, up to Wheeler for three. No good. Ball tapped to the outside, and Kylie Smith goes down hard. She'll get up, walk it off. Lancaster will look to bring it up the floor. Back to Smith it goes. Smith to Elwood into the front court. Ball slapped away by Lorton and then dives for the ball. Jump ball possession over to the Blazers.
Right now, LCC just playing more intensely than the Blazers are.
Lancaster into the front court. Joni gets it over to Elwood, to Connolly. Connolly driving inside, gets the bucket, and a foul on Wheeler.
A nice job by Connolly. I'd like to see her handle the ball more. Get inside like that, get the bucket to go and force the foul.
Wheeler will pick up her second foul. Shot is up and good for Jamie Connolly. Daughtery will come into the front court, gets it over.
Back to a 30-point game.
Daughtery to Cruz. Cruz back to Sharita.
Yeah, traveled all over the floor there.
Lorton on the baseline, needs help. And there's going to be a timeout called by the Red Devils.
Yeah, 30-second timeout.
As Kleemeyer and Claybrooks will check back in for Centralia. 65.
35. We're in
2:10 to go in the third quarter. And LCC, every time the Blazers think they're going to make a comeback, there is a three ball made by somebody.
How many do they have in the game?
Kenya Lorton has 5 by herself.
Yeah. There's 6 in the quarter.
There's 11 total for the game. Yeah. Made 3 balls, just 2 from the Blazers. Kayla Howard has 1 and Jamie Connolly has the other. Nazoni Wheeler has that all by herself.
Yeah.
Going to get the ball in is Cruz. Cruz gets it over to Dotson. Back to Cruz in the corner. Maddie gets it out to Lorton. Back to Cruz. Open for three. Goes Cruz off the mark. Rebound Connolly. Over it goes to Lancaster, who brings it up the floor. Joni gets a screen. Out to Kleemeyer. Kleemeyer looking to drive. Puts up a floater off the glass. No good. Wheeler comes down with the ball. Up to Daughtery. Sharita gets it over to Lorton. Pump fake on the three. She'll slow it down and kick it out to Maddie Cruz. Back to Cruz it goes. Inside Dotson. She'll attack Claybrooks. Claybrooks with the block.
Nice job by Majesty.
Gets it out to Lancaster. Joni gets a screen from Claybrooks. Goes back to Kleemeyer. Trying to go inside to Claybrooks. Kleemeyer will spin. Floater off the glass is good for Devaney Kleemeyer. Daughtery over to Wheeler. Wheeler inside to Dotson. Back to Daughtery. She'll take the three and in and out. No good. Claybrooks rips the board.
Great rebound by Majesty.
And Lancaster, with less than a minute to go in the third quarter, gets it into the front court. Joni gets a screen from Kleemeyer this time. Nobody rolled to the basket. Claybrooks up top. Inside to Kleemeyer. Puts the ball down and is stripped by Cruz. Daughtery with 34 seconds. Gets it over Wheeler. Wheeler trying to go inside. Kleemeyer will pick the ball off.
She gets it back.
Up to Connolly. Connolly to drive off the glass. No good. Wheeler rebound. Up to Daughtery with 20 seconds. Sharita gets it over. Lorton for three. Off the mark. Daughtery trying to get the rebound. Kleemeyer will pull it in. Looks like Daughtery might be hurt on the backside. Howard over to Claybrooks. 2 seconds. Connolly. Jumper. No good at the buzzer. 65-37. The LCC Red Devils lead the Centralia Blazers. We'll be back after this on the Eli Sports Network.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
And welcome back to Michael Smith Gymnasium, Watterson Court here at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. We get set for the fourth and final coming up here. And right now, Tony, it's not looking good for the Blazers, trailing 65-37, down by 28.
Yeah, it's not looking good, and it's been raining threes for the LCC Red Devils. They have been hitting from the outside. 11 made threes in the game for them to just 2 for the Blazers.
Blazers got outscored 23-12 in the third quarter, fall behind by 28. All right, here comes LCC with the ball. That is Cruz, and she'll launch from the outside. That'll be short, no good. Elwood with a rebound for Centralia. She'll get it over to Lancaster. Here comes Joni. Gets a screen, works it right, left side, back over to Elwood. Isabella with it. Back door to Joni. Off of Niles, rolls off, won't go. Niles with a rebound for LCC. Gives it to Cruz. Left side over to Lorton. Back to Cruz. Inside it goes to Dotson. Turnaround jumper. Won't go. Rebound. Elwood for the Blazers. Back comes Centralia. A minute into the final quarter. Howard with it. Hands it off to Smith. The ball will be slapped away. Fight for the ball and stays in bounds. They'll get it back to Shannon Dotson. Dotson on the drive. In the front court, over it goes. To Cruz, right side to Lorton. Back out to Dotson. Shot from the left side, and good. Lorton will hit again. Which one is that now for her?
That is number 6.
Wow.
She's got 20 points in the game.
6 threes. Shot up, won't go for Smith. She'll go to the line for 2.
And that foul is going to be called on Dotson, her second. Smith will go back to the line. Shooting 2. These will be her first points of the second half. Could be first point of the second half for Smith as she misses the first. And Abbott checks back in for Dotson.
She's playing with 4 fouls. Abbott is.
She's got 14 points herself.
Second shot by Smith, up and good. 68-38, all LCC, Red Devils. Out on top to Lorton. Top of the key, and picked off by Lancaster.
And Lorton
swiped away by Lorton.
Hustled down the floor. Good clean strip.
Lancaster looking to get it in and will lob it in over the top. Can't see who had that. That's Kleemeyer. Now back over to Smith. Back door to Howard, gets inside, gets blasted from behind by Niles.
And Niles picks up her 4th foul.
Howard will go to the line for 2. First shot on the way and good.
Howard, between Howard and Kylie Smith, Kylie Smith averages 17 points a game. She's got 6 in this one. Howard averages 12 points a game. She's got 8 points in this one.
So back comes LCC with a 28-point lead. Back out on top to Lorton. Down to Niles, turnaround jumper, won't go. Fight for the ball, and Smith will get it, and it will be swatted away by Cruz. Smith will eventually get it. And now Howard will bring it in the front court. Howard to Smith. Over to Lancaster. She'll circle out on top, right side over to Howard. Down to Smith, trying to feed it in to Elwood, up over the top, blocked by Niles. And back it goes to the Red Devils.
Getting up to check in will be Jaden Howard next dead ball.
Abbott will get inside and knock that one down. For another bucket for Tawana. Inside Elwood, hacked from behind. Niles gets the break, doesn't get the foul called as Elwood will finally complete it and knock it down. She thought she got hacked from behind too.
But that's about the 4th or 5th block for Niles in this game.
I'm not giving her one for that. She should have been fouled out. I don't give out blocks anyway, so. Lancaster, Howard from the corner, in and out, won't go. Rebound, put back, Smith, no good. Rebound, Niles. Here come the Red Devils.
There's a carry as Cruz couldn't get the ball thrown forward. Jaden Howard will check in for LCC for Lorton. Majesty Claybrooks and Jamie Connolly check in for the Blazers.
And here comes Centralia into front court. Lancaster over to Connolly. Back to Lancaster, over to Kleemeyer. Down low to Smith, backdoor Claybrooks. And you check from behind. And Once again, LCC coming the other way.
Bailey.
Niles kicks it back out. Long shot there. Misses everything. Nina Bailey. And out of bounds over to Centralia. 5:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 28-point lead here for LCC. Lancaster over to Connolly. Down low to Smith. Stops, pops it to Claybrooks inside, and Majesty will finish it. Nicely done.
Ball slapped away by Connolly. Kleemeyer and Niles get wrapped up.
Niles a little push off there after Kleemeyer wasn't going to give up the ball. Not sure she wants to tangle with Kleemeyer.
No.
Just my hunch. Ball be tapped away. And they'll say it's off of Centralia.
They say that
wow,
Abbott
that's
tipped it,
terrible.
and then it went off of Lancaster, and it looks like it did. And the second deflection went off of Lancaster.
Terrible. Jeez, you got to learn how to be a homer.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm used to being a completely unbiased.
We're not unbiased here with the Centralia College broadcast team. Down low, and that'll be tapped out of bounds by Smith. Good block there. And here comes
Howard
back in for Lancaster. Joni will have a seat.
Few times Joni Lancaster ever takes a seat during a game.
Niles with the ball out on top, kicks it left.
And Kleemeyer called for a foul. That's her third.
Yeah. Kleemeyer takes a look at the ref. You really going to start calling that now? Are you kidding me? Abbott inside, taken away.
She'll travel.
So back comes Centralia. Here comes Howard in the front court. Top of the key left side over to Kleemeyer. Back to Howard. Howard pivots over to Smith. Trying to get it down to Claybrooks. She's hammered by Niles. Make a call.
Checking in is Isabella Elwood and Isabel Montalban.
So afraid to foul someone out when they deserve it. Ridiculous.
Smith and Kleemeyer
make the call. Back comes LCC. Abbott out to Cruz off the iron, and in the ball game now is Jaden Howard from Kalama. They'll get it inside to Abbott. Abbott over the top, and she'll get it to go. She is just tough. I mean,
she's one of those, has a lot of inside-outside moves. She's even hit a three in this one, but who hasn't for LCC?
Claybrooks with it inside to Elwood, and Elwood will get it to go. Nicely done by Isabella. Bella knocks it down. They'll make it 72-46. 3:25 to go in the ball game. Abbott again between defenders, stripped away. How did that not roll off of Abbott? Are you kidding me?
That one I don't know.
She tapped that right into her.
It looked like it rolled right down her leg.
Exactly. We'll have a 30-second timeout called. We'll stay here. Reminder, the men's game is coming up next as Centralia College, a men's team. We'll take a look at them coming up. We'll be on, well, I'm not sure how much. They'll go at 7 o'clock, so it looks like they're going to certainly be on time. So we will be back about 5 minutes prior with a short pregame and get you going. And so 72-46. LCC with the ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock as we get underway here. We'll get it into Niles, up with a shot off the back iron. No good. Abbott back underneath and finally taken by Howard.
Slapped away by Cruz. It'll stay with the Blazers. Elwood will get it in to Howard.
So Howard stops her dribble for some reason. Now we'll get it over to Montalvan. And the ball slapped away. They'll get it up to Jaden Howard. And she'll finish it. So back comes Centralia with the ball. Howard over to Conley, down to Claybrooks, inside to Elwood, and the foul's called
on Howard.
So Elwood to the line. Shot up and no good. Lancaster will come back in along with Wheeler for LCC. Second shot up and good. So 74-47. What's that called?
I don't know.
Isn't there a name for that? When it's
a palindrome?
Something like that. Long shot outside, no good. Back out on top to Cruz.
Falls. Elwood will pick the ball up. Connolly down low to Claybrooks. Majesty down low to Elwood. Couldn't catch it clean. And she'll throw the ball away trying to get it out to Connolly.
Now coming in for the Lady Red Devils, Kenya Lorton.
Back in. Out comes Maddie Cruz. She gets an ovation from the crowd. Former Centralia Tiger.
Yeah. Right side, Wheeler for three, off the mark. Rebound, Elwood. Isabella having a pretty good game for the Blazers, Tony.
She is. The down low presence, except for that one first quarter, they've been playing good. Elwood and Claybrooks have been the dominant players for the Blazers throughout the game.
Kleemeyer coming in for Elwood. I liked how Isabella played today. 1:35 to go in the ball game, and a shot. Conley, you need to take that, Jamie. Shot, no good. She drives in. Ball stays alive. Lancaster with it. Throwing it across court over to Montalvan. Back out on top to Kleemeyer. To Lancaster. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Claybrooks, there's a foul. Nothing called.
Bailey with the rebound.
And now back to Lorton. Over to Wheeler. Yeah. Only 4 fouls called in the entire second half. 1 against the Blazers, 3 against the Red Devils. Really? I mean, I like a game where there's not a lot of fouls, Tony. But
I think that's in the quarter.
Oh, that's in the quarter. I think you are correct. But still, 10 minutes, that's not a lot. There's been a lot of contact.
There's been a lot of contact.
So Wheeler, was it going to make the difference? No, it wasn't. Wow.
Abbott called for the offensive foul, and she just fouled out.
Yeah, she should. Threw her elbow. Really no reason to throw an elbow there either. You're up 74-47.
18 silly points for Abbott.
She's a strong player, but that didn't make sense. Here comes Lancaster. Left side it goes over to Kleemeyer. Back to Joni. to Conley. Montalvan got on top. Lancaster between. Back to Claybrooks. Over to Kleemeyer. Can't hold on to it. Back over to LCC with 15 seconds left to play. So the Blazers are about to go down, take their second NWAC loss. Start the conference at 0-2, and they'll just let the clock tick away. And our final score is going to be 74-47. And LCC came in here and served notice, I think, Tony, for the Western Division of the NWAC. We will take a timeout. When we come back, the postgame show, the Blazer postgame show is coming up next.
The final score is on the board, but we're not done yet. The Centralia Blazer postgame show is next with final numbers, stats, comments, and our post-game honors on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College. Then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
The Port of Centralia is a local leader in bringing new family wage jobs to Southwest Washington. The Port of Centralia Board of Commissioners is proud to support the local businesses like the Eli Sports Network and our local kids. There is no doubt our future leaders are those that can commit, are dedicated, and self-motivated. The Port of Centralia believes high school sports is a great way to develop those skills. Best of luck, athletes from the Port of Centralia.
Time for the final numbers, comments, and naming our Centralia Blazer Pacific Sports Spa players of the game on the post-game show. Let's head back to the stadium one last time here on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila. Our final score, 74-47. The LCC Red Devils took it to the Centralia Blazers here, Tony. And down there on KLOG radio, Kenya Lorton's being interviewed, and she was a big reason that this thing got out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, 20 points for her, 6 threes made in the game, and
but she had a ton right out of the gate in that first quarter.
Coming off the bench, she came out on fire and was the reason why they pulled away so fast. Between her and Tawana Abbott, those two inside outside were a killer.
Yep. Well, let's get to the final numbers.
All right, let's go with Lower Columbia first. Their leading scorer was Kenya Lorton off the bench with 20. Shania Dotson had 12. Tawana Abbott, 18. Maddie Cruz had 3. Haley Niles had 7, but she also had 4 blocks. Sharita Daughtery had 6. Lorton again had 20. And Jaden Howard with 2. Nizoni Wheeler had 6. 45% from the field, 37 from behind the arc, 85 from the free throw line, 12 turnovers for LCC. For the Centralia Blazers, their leading scorer was Majesty Claybrooks with 13. Kayla Howard had 8. Devaney Kleemeyer 6. Kylie Smith 6. Joni Lancaster 3. Isabella Elwood 5. And Jamie Connolly had 6. Claybrooks also had 8 rebounds. Elwood had 9. And Kylie Smith had 8. I said turnovers for LCC. They had 12. There were 24 for the Centralia Blazers. And LCC scored 29 points off of those turnovers, 29-5. The points off a turnover differential.
Wow, that's a huge. Those are numbers that you got to take a look at, and that's where practice will begin. I have no doubt about it on Monday for Coach Sells and the Lady Blazers. All right, time now for our Awards West Printwares Blazer Player of the Game. And again, Awards West, they've been around for a long time. Tom and Alex Alderson and the whole Alderson gang that owns and operates that terrific business. If you need trophies or shirts or things like that, Awards West Printwares in Centralia. They service the entire state, by the way. They have clients over in eastern Washington that they take care of all the time. You want to know why? They give you the best price. That's why. All right, our player of the game for the Centralia Blazers you came up with?
I like Majesty Claybrooks. Off the bench, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. She had 2 blocks. She was consistent throughout the game. I thought she came in and was really the one. Between her and Elwood, Elwood would have been my other thought. But I think Claybrooks, leading scorer, second leading, tied for second lead in rebounds. She did it all on the inside and did a really good job.
No question about it. Those two would have been my selections as well. So Majesty Claybrooks will be our player of the game. All right, that'll do it for us. We'll be back in about 17 minutes or so for the men's. It'll be the men's turn. The Blazers and the Red Devils coming up. And again, we'll be back in about 17 minutes here on the Eli Sports Network.
Another one in the books, and we are done. Be sure to check our schedule for our next free broadcast and for game stories, picture galleries, and much more. You've been listening to Centralia College Sports Coverage, the Eli Sports Network.